Got a lovely crust on some Basa fillets. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. We're doing fish again. We're doing it in the oven, but this time we're doing things a little bit different than we're accustomed to doing in the Caribbean. This is my take on a Caribbean-inspired Basa fillet. Guys, you're going to love this one. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Welcome to my kitchen. Let's get cooking. First step is to make the sort of crust or breading that we're going to be using. And I'm just using this normal sliced bread, white bread. I'm just going to take the ends off. And all you're going to do is pretty much break it up into chunks. If you don't have a food processor, you can buy just your typical breadcrumbs and skip this step, obviously. Next up, we're going to go in with some roughly chopped parsley. I've got a little bit of scallions or green onions, again roughly chopped. Some Scotch bonnet pepper. You can hold back on this if you want. It's not necessary, but it gives it a nice little kick. Some salt. And I've got here some fresh thyme. And all I'm going to do is to get some of those nice stems in there, the little leaves. You don't want to overpower it with any of these herbs. If you have dill, you can certainly put some dill in there as well. And all we're going to do now is buzz that. And halfway through, I've got some melted butter I'm going to pour in there. Just going to go in with that butter now, that melted butter. And this is just unsalted butter. Give it another whiz in there, and then our breading or topping for this is all done. And that's the difference between using breadcrumbs and the bread. That the sliced bread is going to give it a more airy or light sort of texture. But again, if you don't have a food processor, you can certainly use your store-bought breadcrumbs. For a little extra flavor, I'm just going to go in with some wonderful lemon zest in there as well. And we all know that lemon fish, even some lime zest would be good in here. Just going to scrape that in there, and that's going to go on top of the fish. Now let's make a sort of a moisture paste or barrier for the fish. You need some mayonnaise. In my case, I'm using Miracle Whip. I love the sort of tangy flavor I get from that Miracle Whip. Just going to go in with a little bit more of that lemon zest. We're going to go in with some of the juice from that lemon as well. A little bit of salt and some fresh ground black pepper. And all you want to do now is give that a good mix, just to bring everything together. Got my parchment lined baking pan. I just drizzled on some oil on there, and I'm going to go in with the 2 Basa fillets. Cheap fish, very tasty. If you can't get Basa, you can certainly use some catfish, because I believe they belong to the same family or species of fish. Just going to go in with that. Spoon that on there and just basically work it all over the surface of the fish fillet. And this is going to not only give it a lot of flavor, it's going to help it retain its moisture once we have it in the oven. Speaking about oven, preheat your oven 375 degrees at this point, so 375 degrees Fahrenheit. We've got a ton of flavor on those fillets there, so all I'm going to do now, my oven is about 30 seconds away from being fully preheated. I'm going to go into the oven with these middle rack 375 degrees Fahrenheit. 25 minutes in the oven at 375. I've got that lovely golden crust going on there, and that is because we have the butter in there in the topping that we made. If you're finding it hard to get that sort of lovely golden color, the crust, you can certainly put the broiler on in the oven for about a couple minutes, and it should be good. I let it go for about 25 minutes, but here's the thing. Depending on how well done you like your fish, as well as the thickness of the fish, cooking times may vary. The best thing to do is, after about 20-25 minutes, take a fork, break the fish apart. If it flakes, you're good to go. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Always a pleasure to have you guys here in the kitchen with me. I do hope you guys love this recipe. It was such a pleasure making this one. The oven smells wicked. According to my British friends, I'm going to tuck into this in a second. Next week, not next week, but Friday, new video. This time we're doing something with crab meat, but a cheap version of a crab cake with canned crab meat as well as sweet potato. You're gonna love this. Don't forget, before you go, don't forget to subscribe. Click on that subscribe thing wherever it is. All the new videos you guys are gonna get. Chris going and talking to this fish. Yeah.